Hey guys, David Martinez here with the Houston Wranglers. Got a special guest here, Mr. Eric Allen.
Yep.
Can you introduce yourself, sir?
How's it going? My name's Eric Allen. I've been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 5 years and happy to be here.
Yeah, cool, man. So Eric and I met earlier this year, beginning of March at the PGF.
Yep.
So our relationship didn't really start. I saw you actually knew one of your friends, Chase Peavy, kind of like a family guy that trains at my gym. And we talked a little bit. When I announced the Houston team, I know it got you pretty excited. Our relationship kind of started. We talked a little bit of dialogue, having some interest here. So tell me about what that time has been at PGF, our introductions, and where we stand with our current relationship.
Yeah, so with the PGF, I came in last season. I was with the Alabama Twisters. Mm-hmm. Me and my wife, we were speaking. We were like, man, it'd be crazy if there was a Texas team. And I think it was the fourth week at the in the season. They made an announcement. You made an announcement. We went up there and they said the Houston team was coming in here. So
where I made a fool out of myself. Yeah,
no, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. But we're like, in my head, I was like, I'd love to represent that. I'm born in Houston. My wife was born in Houston, and being able to represent a Texas team. I'm a huge Texans fan. Yeah. My grandpa played for the Houston Oilers, so I was like,
OG stuff.
I was like, might as well, be able to be on a professional team in Houston would be great.
That's cool, man. Yeah. So I got a chance to come down here. We had some training at West Chase, trained with some of the guys. Spent some time together, had some lunch together. I think a lot of things lined up for us. And with everything lining up, we were talking. And in that talks, I think we came to a pretty clear agreement that it makes sense for you to be a part of this team.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I love it. I mean, the guys already on the team, we got to train together already, and I feel like we have an amazing team already of starters. I feel like, me and you, we align a lot on the same morals, same mindset, and same goals.
For sure.
So me, I mean, I enjoy it. I think I'm on the right team. I think I'm in the right space and with around the right people as well. So I think it's perfect, a great setup. My family's excited about it. And like I said, it being in Texas, I'm from San Antonio, but it's right down the street. Being able to bring value to the Houston Wranglers however I can,
For sure.
decide to do.
When you say value, PGF, I see PGF as a team. I'm not looking for necessarily finding the most expensive guy and the extremely most talented guy, even though you're a talented dude. You wouldn't be on the PGF if you weren't, right?
Yeah.
But I think some of the guys, when they were asking me about you, I was like, they don't know all the things that I know about you. And I'm sure there's more to discover. But the thing is, you have more to offer than just being a player. And that relationship that we're starting to develop, the phone calls, the texts that we have been extremely helpful. So you're down to grind it out with me. We're on conversations and phone calls about what to do, how to do that. And granted, it's not anything that any other player has to do, but it's something that you bring to the table with some business acumen, with some promotional stuff you have going on with the 2-8. There's other things you have going on, so you have more experience than just your 5 years of jiu-jitsu and your grit. You have more. And that was a factor into saying yes to you. Not the only factor, right? The training room, we went there. We had a great training room. The guys respected you, respected your jiu-jitsu, and man, the rest is kind of history. We're ready to go and start making some waves here in the near future.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. And like we said at the beginning, I think we hit it off not just in the training room, but the same mindset, the same goal of building this up and bringing it up. Whatever I could do, and like I've told you before, whatever you need inside of, just not just jiu-jitsu, but outside jiu-jitsu as well, I'm here to help build this up and, bring just a lot more just brand awareness to the Wranglers.
For sure. And you're not have only said that. I've already seen some of that in some of your acts. And like I said, the calls and the time we spent, the game planning together. So I appreciate that. So that's, I guess our first big announcement. The first big announcement is our first player here is Mr. Eric Allen at 185. So we're excited about that. We have a few more to announce very soon and be coming out in the next few weeks, kind of slow rolling it. But what I'd like to talk about is what's up and coming very soon enough. September 12th is where our first Houston Wranglers qualifier is going to be at Sanctuary Gym here in Friendswood, Texas. Nice. So tell me a little bit about what you think about the qualifier location, about some of the guys that potentially may show up. And then we talked about throwing some super fights in there just to spice it up.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the smooth comp, seeing the people that are already signing up. It seems like, we got some big names, good people that are going to be there. Cool thing, in my opinion, I think Texas, we have some of the best talent out here. So I'm excited to see who all shows up and just a part of that, and the rest of the guys that potentially can be our teammates as well. The Sanctuary Gym, from what I've heard from you, I think it's a great spot to be at. So we're thankful, of course, for them for that part. With the super fights, we plan to put on some good super fights. We don't know the exact amount of how many yet, but we're excited. I'm excited at least to help out on that end to put on some big super fights. So it's a lot to look forward to. It's not just going to be just a regular simple qualifier. There's going to be a lot more excitement. So hopefully a lot of people tune in and show up.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the goal. And one of the things that we're doing, that there's a few things we're going to kind of roll out to make some momentum continue to happen around not just the Houston Wranglers, but with this qualifier. But the thing that I'm going to release to everybody is for each of those 5 positions that will have the 145, 155, the 170, 185, and 205. For the number 1 spot, we're giving away $750 cash prize.
Ooh.
So cool,
Nice.
incentivize the guys, show up, make some money. Yes, the ultimate goal is to be on PGF, to be a player on PGF. And then for second, we're not going to leave you hanging. It's going to be a $250 cash prize as well. There may be some other things that we roll out. We're talking about possibly making the event look very close to the day of game day. So we're talking about that, running some, logistics on how we can get certain things, working with mats, working with potentially couches and things like that. So we'll see. Nothing's guaranteed, but what is guaranteed is the cash prize. The cash prize is guaranteed, and we're going to look at some super fights to throw in there to spice it up. Obviously looking for some good attendance, bringing some good names in from Houston, and I'm ready to rock and roll. One thing for me as the owner of Houston Wranglers is I don't have content right now. I need content. So I'm really excited for that, so they can showcase what we have going on, what the Houston Wranglers are going to bring to the table, how we're going to, bring our team to PGF and how we represent ourselves, right? Yeah. And soon enough for us to get in training rooms together. Some teams I know may slow roll who their whole team is. That's not my goal. My goal is seriously to get my team together as soon as possible, start game planning this year. I don't want to show up in March and be like, hey, this is Eric, hey, this is this, hey, this is, and just try to jive. I want to show up there as a team. We've been a team, and if everything works out, continue to perpetuate into the next season.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best things about it. I mean, I love being with the Alabama Twisters. Great team, great coaches, great organization. But they're in Alabama, so long term, how the PGF is growing now is, hey, it's not like just one season you're done, then it's a different weight class. Like, it's actually building, like you were talking about, the franchise aspect of it is progressing so much. So, my goal isn't just to be with the Houston Wranglers 1 year. It's to be with it for many years and build with the same guys, from there. And what's cool about it is, I'm not without saying any names, most of the guys are from Houston, and then we have a guy from San Antonio as well. So we all can train with each other so much.
Short drive, yeah.
So much. And it's with the verbiage, especially whenever the coaches announce and things like that, when we all start working together. One thing that a lot of people don't understand that aren't in jiu-jitsu is that jiu-jitsu is it's truly a team sport. And just having that, just the simple stuff like, hey, pass slow. Well, pass slow can mean so many different things for so many people. But if you're training with your teammates and you guys know how to communicate with each other, help each other out,
for sure,
it's going to be real beneficial. So I just like the aspect of us being able to get together, every other week or once a month or however many times we get together and train with each other and help intentionally level each other up so we can go, win the whole thing.
Yeah, my goal too is to get us together, and then soon after that, start running PGF rounds and rules. That's the idea. We want to be used to it, comfortable. You're used to it somewhat, right?
Yeah.
More than everybody else, I would say.
Yeah.
So, overall, I really enjoyed the full staff and the team at PGF. I've enjoyed all the owners of PGF. So, as an organization, it's a very fun thing to be around. Yeah. Very caught my interest and a passion. I swore off. I told you I swore off doing any semblance of super fights or jiu-jitsu, like whatever. And here I am. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, and I told Brandon, I told BMAC that I'm like, look, nah. And then I sat through it. Got to know the guys, loved the rule sets, because my previous spot we messed with the rule sets, had like tech faults and other stuff like that. Oh, nice. And man, it promotes so much good jiu-jitsu. so much action, incentivizes action, incentivizes a bunch of stuff, and in a good way punishes inactivity.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, even being out there, I wasn't in every single week, but even being out there, like I felt like within those 6 weeks, my jujitsu progressed faster. I mean, than like 3 years of jujitsu.
Yeah.
Legitimately being out there, and what's cool about it is like, what we had there were 16 matches. Pretty much all the starters would have gotten. If you really think about it, that's 16 super fights that you get.
Yeah.
And every super fight or every whatever it is, every super fight, whatnot, you learn so much from it. So like
For sure.
everything about
So it's a concentration of knowledge that you're getting from this stuff. And that's what other athletes and players need to understand. It's like, look, whether I don't know what your ultimate goal is. We're trying to make PGF the ultimate goal. Right.
Exactly.
But even if you look at it as experience, man, you're going to be around so many high level people.
Yeah.
Your coach is probably going to be extremely high level. You're going to have training there in Vegas, access to so many different things. You're going to get your name out there in front of so many different people. But imagine being, like you said, super fights with a bunch of high level guys. Normally, whether you have to pay someone like IBJJF or you have to, wait your turn and be picked or invited or whatever. No, you work hard, you get this position, and you have the environment to go there and get your skill set just sharpened in a very concentrated amount of time.
Yeah. And you get paid to do it.
Yeah, you get paid to do it.
You get paid to do it. You get to stay in a house, for free, and with a bunch of solid people with the same like-minded, and it's a fun experience. I mean, last season was amazing. So I think it's off of anybody wants to say they're a professional grappler. This is the true definition of a professional grappler being in this organization. So.
Yeah, it's a commitment, right?
Yeah.
It's tough. You find that not everyone can do it. Not everyone can take that 6.5 or whatever weeks off or see the benefit. But I think that the more that the PGF is saturating jiu-jitsu, people are that's gonna be the least of their worries. They're gonna understand what's out there, what it gives to them, the opportunities it gives to them, the cash that's available there. So the one thing that I'll briefly talk about is the way I've presented my contracts to my athletes is, I put a strategy in place to incentivize a couple of things. Personally, I say, hey, look, you hit a money bag, I'll double your money bag. That's a big thing, right? That's not cheap,
it's huge.
but it's complementing what's already there. Additionally, looking at the points, we looked at average points. If you're a top player, a top performer, you're going to average X amount of points. We said, I think anywhere from 28 to 32, something in that range, right? Top 8 players.
Yeah.
I put up a price to each point. So each point is going to bring you money. So you go perform. You got MVPs. We do other things like that. So it's not a salary, so to speak, right? It's kind of put your money where your mouth's at.
Yeah.
I like that. It puts the pressure on the athlete, and I think it's fair. And I've talked to other people and they're like, hey man, it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Go out there, get it done, keep it exciting, and make some money.
Right.
Make some money.
Yeah. I think you're strategizing it. You're taking it a lot serious and being super strategic with it, which with my mindset, for example, last season when we was doing the interviews and speaking with the teams, and I spoke with the Kings, and I kind of let them know, I was like, look, my overall goal is, the salary is cool and everything, but my overall goal was to be the person that had the most money bags. Because and I've done business my whole life, so I've lived off of commission in a sense of bonuses. So I think that you incentivizing like people.
Sounds like you can make me go broke. That's what it sounds like.
It's like, hey, as many money bags
check
as
bounced.
possible. So I'm all for it. I'm for me, like, I'm there to just put on a show and make it exciting and make it fun. And I think you incentivizing that just makes it even more exciting to be with the Wranglers.
That's cool, man. I'm trying, with my previous experience, my goal is, I do have the athletes in mind. I truly do. I want to see the sport push forward. And it has. The last couple of years, I had Master Drac here just a few days back, and we talked about how much the sport is just like exponentially progressing. It's cool. And being a part of this and getting on, it's not the ground level, right? But I feel like this push is kind of a ground level push from where we're at. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I just feel like this is an opportunity where PGF hasn't had that extreme blow up yet.
Right,
even though it's believe me, we've seen the viewership. It's in the millions, and 13 million, I think, something crazy, right?
Yeah.
Viewership's high, but it's not quite in everybody's mouth yet. But
Right.
when it does, I want to be already established.
Exactly.
So that's what I told Brandon, like, we'll do it. We'll figure it out. So Brandon's been awesome. All the guys have been awesome. All the players have been pretty awesome. There's been a few things here and there. The environment was really cool. I was able to bring my wife there. I was able to bring I think a friend of mine there to help out with the Clear Life Media stuff and just overall helping out in general. And the environment was super cool. It was very professional.
Yeah.
It was very private. You know, you couldn't walk in. You couldn't just come up to the event and do it. You had to know somebody and be on a list. You know, you had Joey and his team out there like, no, like you're not getting through, right?
Exactly. Nope.
So maybe if you showed up in a Lambo, they may let it slide.
Yeah.
Maybe, right?
Get you on the couch, possibly.
Yeah, possibly. So yeah, a lot of things are changing. I know more teams are coming. Super excited about it all. I'm super excited to have you as a partner in this, not just a player. And that's what I see it. And my goal with all the vendors, with all the partners, with my Butterfly Eggs, with even the vendors that are coming to the qualifiers, I try to approach everything as a partnership because I feel like it's something to really build off of.
Yeah.
Right? Super to build. So the qualifiers 2 coming up September 12th. We already have a few vendors. We have Acai coming out by Amanda Bailey. We have, I believe, Primal Fighter from Mindy. That's going to be some clothing. We have a few other guys that have also introduced. I think Canix may be in the mix.
We're getting only 5?
So right now I opened it to 5.
Okay.
It's kind of a barrier to entry. It won't be $0. Some of these guys, they're going to do offerings. That's going to, I'll be like, hey, don't worry about that because you're going to be giving me a bunch of t-shirts. Like that's what some of the stuff kind of working out.
Got it.
Have a few other people in mind. I'm trying to think. Guy you train with today, Steven, him and his wife own Empanadas. They're doing something for this weekend at Drax Place for a ceremony. So I don't know why I spaced out. I'm like, Steven, bring empanadas. So
Right.
We should have empanadas game. At the qualifiers. Someone said game day at the qualifiers. So we'll have empanadas. We also have a coffee bar. No, I forget. I'm gonna butcher the name, but I'll have to look it up. Someone in Friendswood.
You'll post it on there.
Yeah. Someone in Friendswood. We'll put a little whatever. Has offered to bring coffee cart out, so that's cool.
Nice.
People want coffee, whether it's cold brew. I'm gonna ask him what his menu's like because some of the athletes will like cold brew. Not everyone wants some milky stuff. So
Yeah.
so coffee, acai, empanadas, some other stuff. I think it's lining up really good, alongside of cash prizes and some super fights. I'm really looking forward to registrations really popping up.
Oh yeah.
Making a very fun event again with Clear Life Media in the back pocket. We're gonna show out.
It's gonna look good.
I got a guy, I think it's DK Productions. He's a friend of mine, Dylan Kelly. He's someone I've worked with other stuff like Zonti. I did some stuff with him on some concerts and things. So he has all the stuff for production, excuse me. So I'm going to have DK in there, lighting and DJ type stuff. Clear Life will be there with their trailer, setting up in there. I got some OG vibes in there because I've been at Sanctuary. I've thrown super fights. I've done kumates there.
Yeah, it looked good
So
too. Videos.
look really forward to what this and how this is going to turn out. Any other thoughts before we close out?
No, just be ready for the Houston Wranglers to win it all.
Yeah, I
We
like
got
being
a
the
team.
underdog. Yeah, I like being the underdog.
Yeah,
you know?
it's cool. Yeah. But,
So definitely we don't have the experience of being in the PGF, but there's a lot of experience going to show up that day. And we're going to make up a lot of ground from now until March with
Yeah.
our team.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I'm really excited about. I don't know everybody's strategy. I don't care. It's just like in jiu-jitsu. You can sit there, you can have all these game plans and stuff. Like, I'm going to put you in my game, and I'm going to be comfortable everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's my plan, is to prepare us as much as possible, whether it's clinics, whether it's training, doing PGF rounds, PGF playoff rounds, all those type of things in preparation for this. So I think that's going to be a key factor in our comfort of, being a team
Yeah.
and going out there and performing.
those super fights, you're doing them PGF style, correct?
PGF style,
Got
for
it.
sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't want to switch anything up, but playoff style.
Playoff style. Okay.
Playoff style. So we'd be going in, if it ends up in a draw, we're going to go into an EBI overtime format.
Nice.
Hey, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you driving out from San Antonio. I know you're going to have a few more drives behind you because we're going to be training together, working together in the future. I'm super excited for the Houston Wranglers. I'm super excited for announcing the rest of the guys. And again, we're here at the Clear Life Media Studios at their podcast studio. And that's all we got, man. Appreciate you.
Man. Appreciate it.